Imagine if suddenly females were no longer able to pursue the education they desired. Whether they're the class clown or the Einstein of the class, it doesn't matter. They're banned from going to school. This is exactly what happened to Malala Yousafzai and the women in her town. I want to inform you about the remarkable Malala. We'll dive into her story, her accomplishments, and the impact she is making. Last year, I purchased Malala's autobiography, I Am Malala. Her inspiring journey instantly had me hooked, and I simply couldn't put the book down. Malala is now studying philosophy, politics, and economics at Oxford University, but it hasn't always been easy for her to get the education she wants. Let's look at Malala's inspiring journey and how she has overcome what is thought to be the lowest point in her life. Malala was born in Mingoria, Pakistan, July 12, 1997. Her father ran an all-girls school in her town. With education in her blood, she's almost always had a love for learning. To quote Malala, "Everything changed when the Taliban men took control of our town in the Swat Valley. When these leaders took over, women's education was banned. Yousafzai spoke out on behalf of the women in her town and girls' rights to being educated. Because she disobeyed the Taliban men's orders, she quickly became a target. In October of 2012, Taliban men entered onto her bus on her way home from school asking, 'Who is Malala?' She answered, resulting with a bullet shot to the left side of her head, knocking her into an unconscious state for the next 10 days. She recovered in a hospital in Birmingham, England. Yousafzai claims that the doctors and nurses told her about the attacks, and that people all around the world were praying for her recovery. Now that we've looked into her past, let's look at what accomplishments her hardships have led her to. Although Malala had already experienced more difficulties than most girls her age, she's also accomplishing more than the average girl too. Time magazine published 100 Women of the Century project, spotlighting influential women who were often overshadowed. Malala was named Top 100 Women of the Century for the year 2009. 9 months after being shot, Malala gave a speech at the United Nations in 2013. She urged action against illiteracy, poverty, and terrorism. Her speech at the United Nations was on her 16th birthday, so Secretary General Ban Ki-moon pronounced July 12th, her birthday, as Malala Day. In 2013, the European Parliamentarian awarded her the Sakharov Prize for Freedom of Thought. To follow this, in October of 2014, at just age 17, Malala became the youngest person to receive the Nobel Peace Prize. During her acceptance speech, Malala said, "This award is not just for me. It is for those forgotten children who want education. It is for those frightened children who want peace. It is for the voiceless children who want to change." In April of 2017, the United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres appointed Yousafzai as a UN Messenger of Peace to promote girls' education. This appointment is the highest honor given by the United Nations. But this isn't all of her accomplishments. Each day, the list grows longer and longer. She continues to advocate and motivate. Malala continues to do everything in her willpower to fight for women's education. Malala claims that every day is a fight to ensure all girls receive 12 years of free, safe, quality education. Yousafzai travels all over the world to meet girls who are battling similar situations that she's had to face, and girls fighting poverty, wars, child marriage, and gender discrimination. Malala became an international best-selling author after publishing her book, I Am Malala, and she continues to publish more inspiring works. She established the Malala Fund that breaks down barriers preventing girls from going to school. I encourage you to do further research and consider donating to the fund. Today we learned about Malala's inspiring story. We looked at her past journey, her successes, and the motivational impact she continues to set forth. In the words of the incomparable Malala, in her book I Am Malala, she says, "Let us pick up our books and our pens," I said. "They're our most powerful weapons. One child, one teacher, one book, and one pen can change the world." Malala is someone that we can all look up to as a brave, inspiring role model. Whether young or old, male or female, it doesn't matter. We can all learn something from young Malala. Thank you.